So, Bruce, you've been an accountant for a number of years in practice, and you decided that it's time to take a change of career, perhaps, and you decided to put your practice up for sale, and you came to Maximiti. So, I'd just like to have a wee chat with you about how you felt the experience was.
Yeah, I mean, I was totally in the dark about how to approach the whole thing. At the start of this year, it was never something that I'd even contemplated. And when I got in touch through the website, I got immediate response to say yes, you were more than happy to have a chat, and that whatever out of hours time, would be suitable for obvious reasons. So yeah, we got an immediate response as soon as we reached out to you guys.
Right, and how did you feel like the time it took to find a buyer? Were you surprised that in the time it took? Were you disappointed? Did it meet expectations?
No, I mean, I don't really know what my expectations were, and we did, as you know, have more than one potential buyer throughout the course of the process. I think we got the first inquiry fairly quickly, if I remember rightly, within the first 2 or 3 weeks, I think it was.
Right, yeah.
And it seemed to roll on from there until we found the right person.
Okay, obviously it can be tricky handling these sort of things when you've got staff around. How did you feel about the discretion exercise from our end?
Yeah, I mean, there was right from day one. I'd said to you, look, no one in the office is either aware or we want them to become aware. And you and I corresponded off the servers from the office and kept it entirely private, to the extent that nobody knew in the office until 6 months later, whenever we were ready to do the final deal.
Right, and what about the advice? And I know you had a number of questions. Obviously, most people have questions because the overwhelming majority of accountants who sell their practice only do it once.
Yeah, I mean, you gave me the sort of background of how it would go, and again, I really didn't have any notion of how the whole process would work, and I did have a number of questions regarding how the deal would fit together, and what were the possibilities for the deal, and what other ways it might have been able to do a deal in the sense that we couldn't get what we first wanted. So I felt as if you guided me through all of that, and I had a much clearer position very early on in terms of how it would actually go ahead from there. Yeah, I think both, again, you and I would be in regular correspondence, and any concerns that I might have had about either the purchaser themselves, potential purchaser themselves, or anything about the particular deal that they were offering, you and I would have a good discussion. And as broker, you went back to these guys and discussed the concerns that were there, and very quickly we got to a position whereby we knew where each side were, and if there was a will on both sides to continue, then we did so, and if there wasn't, then we walked away, shook hands, and walked away.
So it sounds like you'd be happy to recommend Maximiti to somebody else.
Yeah, I absolutely would. And having just gone through the process, yeah, you say that everyone does it once, or every accountant does it probably only once. I sincerely hope that is the last time I do it. However, it was actually, I would have said, a pretty painless process. It did take a while, which again, you had warned me, look, this might take anything up to a year or more. It didn't, in effect, take that. So right from day one, I knew what the time frames were likely to be, and we were well within that by the time we came to actually sign the deal last week.
Bruce, thank you so much for your time and for your kind words. Is there anything you'd like to add?
Yeah, just a personal thank you to you for helping me and guiding me through this. As I say, I had no notion of where this was going to go. And certainly without the contact that you and I made, I would never have met those potential purchaser or indeed the final purchaser either. So I really do thank you for everything that you did for us.
That's my pleasure. Thank you so much, and I wish you a happy retirement.
Thank you very much.
All the best.